How do you maintain every day operating from the higher part of the brain? People often ask me, why are you at this every single day? 4 words: champion of your sector. If you have role models on your wall or around your wall, that becomes your baseline because they become your anchors. If you run a business or lead a business, then what you do is you model it against who does what you do very well around the world. That becomes a baseline because then you set a mantra based upon, I'm going to be champion in a sector, because you take pride in what you do. Your life isn't about right now, it's about the first breath to the last breath and about what you do the whole of your life. And it's a bit of this. 3 books are written. And in this book, the 12 chapters represent everything that I have going around in my head at the one time. And it's like yesterday when we agreed in principle to support a flooring company in Dubai. They currently do 4 million and we've made a goal that we can do 10 million within 18 months. But when we're talking to them and we're eliciting everything from a neurological place, we realise that you're doing it to your story. Then we started to introduce frameworks. We took about 4 different frameworks around yesterday. And basically we gave evidence and a framework of where we would start and how we would put it all together. But we have to anchor ourselves as well. And that's where you come in by saying, when people were interviewed by me for years, they would come in and they would see role models all around my room, but they would see a mantra that said champion of the sector. And you'd see people shift in their chair as I was talking because they would say, this guy is serious, this is a baseline he's setting. It's a bit like coaching football managers just now. We believe that we'll win the league, but based upon what I'm saying to him is I'm already in the future, and he says, what are you in the future doing? I'm saying, do you not see it? See what? We're going to lift the Champions League next year. It's not my problem whether I believe it or whether he believes it. The fact is that I'm putting it out there and I'm putting it into your unconscious because somebody does win it every year. And there is somebody out there around the world in your sector who is a champion of the sector, who delivers global excellence. Why can it not be you? And that's what the 1% Mindset book gives you. It gives you the tools to be this way because it's got 4 decades of evidence. And it's also where we take companies to 2 to 5 times the size because we're using a structured framework in personal growth and professional growth. We ain't turning up and doing it to what we know. We ain't turning up and doing it to a story. We're doing it to a structured neurological framework, and we're doing it to a professional business acumen framework, and that's why all we're doing is facilitating information. So think about it. If you turned up this Monday morning and you were telling yourself, we are going to start living and growing this business because we are doing it because we want to be beyond champion of the sector. And if you turned up and you're a leader and you're sitting at your desk saying, I'm going to make my life matter because I'm going to create a legacy for myself. Think about who you have to become. But that's why I wrote the book. I wrote the book so you can acquire the tools to be that person and be that leader. Hope that helps. Have a good week.